Good morning, and hello, and welcome back to some more Fire Emblem, the Scourge of Proxima, a Fire Emblem 8 ROM hack by the Headband Gang. I'm your host, Pandan. This is my cursor, and we're going to dive into Chapter 1. So last time, we defeated the prologue, got started with this, and now we're going to get into Book 1-1, Kindling. So this game is split up into books. I think there are about 3 planned, roughly. And this release focuses on the first book. Ulioth, my boy, what a truly amazing display. I'm sure no one in the audience would dare question your ability now. That's right, I'm that good. I suppose Sylvia and I should give our examination reviews. Sylvia, you're the eldest fighter among us. What are your thoughts? Yes, well, ahem. He's got quite the fire burning in his heart. I dare say I've never met someone so full of determination. Personally, I'd say he's ready to assume his role as the next king of Proxima. I second that. He fought valiantly like a true prince should. That's wonderful to hear. I'm proud of you, son. Thank you, father. You too, Sylvia and Rufus. Well, how about you, Imperial? You are his teacher after all. I do think it's a little weird that, like, these other guys have names and Imperial is just Imperial. Like, it just feels, again, like immersion. Like the self-insert stuff, like, I kind of get, like, with such a big team, like, the developers kind of want to, like, be involved, but I feel like you could have just, like, given him, like, a name that isn't your username, and it probably would have served better here, because it just feels a little weird, because Imperial has other like, I think of Imperial, like, Imperial Knights, like, it's clear that this is his name, but it can be a little disorienting or confusing to the player. I worry about how much he exposes himself on the front lines, considering his lack of bulk. There's also a great deal of difference between military school and a real fight for your life. I don't believe he's ready to leave the entire country yet. He's still passed with flying colors, though. Overall, I believe he's ready for his excursion tomorrow. Excellent. That reminds me, Ulia, we have important matters to attend to. Son, as you grow older, people will be expecting more of you. As the head of Proxima, you must be strong but caring, kind but stern. You must act nobly and gracefully, rationally and intelligently. In times of darkness, you are to be their beacon of light. Yes, thank you, Father. But you mentioned matters to attend to. Perhaps we should talk about that instead? As you wish. We've been getting reports of strange activity in Governess Ariel's province. Something that's a little weird text break there. Hard to follow. Quick little note there. You may want to fix that. Nothing. I'm sending you to investigate. I'm entrusting you with Sir Imperial and Sir Rufus for this. I'd send along Sylvia too, but she's in no condition for expeditions anymore. Yes, Father. Thank you for granting me the honor of accepting this mission. I will accomplish my goal at any cost. I'd rather, at any cost, be nothing. Just investigate your fort and come back with any information you gain, understand? Don't get your knights or yourself killed over this. Good luck out there, son. You're all dismissed. Brother! Heard you were going on an adventure today. I wish I could come with you. It's safe for you to be in the castle. There's some very bad people out there. You could get hurt. We wouldn't Proxima's little ball of sunshine getting hurt, would we? So I guess not. But the day when Dad deems me worthy, I'll be right there, at your side. Wait, did you call? Haha, well you are my little brother. It's practically my job to annoy you. Prince Ulio, we leave on your word. I see, thank you, Rufus. It's time for us to go. Ulioth, I promise me we'll return safely, if anything were to happen to you. You'll see me again before you know it. Tell you what, how about practicing some magic with me while I return? I have your word then? Of course, rest easy. Are you ready, my lord? We're only going to be gone for a week. There's no need to be so dramatic with the farewells. Yes, Imperial, I hear you, I swear. Let's make haste. Finally, at once. Got some money? 5 Gs? 3 days later. My lord, it appears we've arrived. There's the Fort Governess Ariel was stationed to. Something feels off about this. There's only birds chirping. What do you mean? I actually like the birds chirping effect a lot. Just like listen to that. I really should just like leave that on in the background when I do stuff. Even Ariel's own men should have stopped and checked us. Just nothing. Father did say the reports suddenly just stopped coming. I should scout the area. Don't. Stick with the group right now. There's something wrong about this. You won't know unless we investigate. Let's move up to the fort. Alright, but no one branches off. Hold on, there's someone there. That's not a Proximian uniform. Judging from their gear, they're likely mercenaries. Just what happened to Ariel and her troop. There are more of them? Thought we got rid of the stragglers. Men to arms, we've got company. They've noticed us. What shall we do, sire? Let's break in. We need to find out what happened to Ariel. In all likelihood, they're dead. If they weren't, we would have received a ransom letter by now. We still need to confirm it. We can't return with half-baked information. Understood. Their force appears to be small, but don't take them for granted. They'll gut you in a second if given the chance. Alright, then make sure they don't get that chance. Alright, let's go get them. Whoa, look at these dudes. Okay. Alright, so I gotta seize. Little fort chapter here. Nice little square. We get Imperial, and he's better. Ulia's acerbic teacher and retainer. Means well. Okay. He's got skills. He's got nice thighs. And crit boost. Okay. Crit boost on the Jagan, I'm a little skeptical of, because it's like you want it to set up kills, not kill everything. I kind of... And also, too, like, look at this breakout. Like, holy crap. Again, this is feeling a little bit like you have to pull the enemies in. I mean, I could just send Imperial in and just, like, do this. But I don't think that's really fun. Yeah, he's taking tanks here. And then over here, how does Rufus do? 3. So how much? Let's see, you're doing 10 minus 6, so that's 4. And then 12 minus 6, so that's another 6. So 4 plus 6 is 10, plus another 3 is 13. And then what is this guy packing here? 12. I feel like Ulia doesn't have enough bulk to really deal with these guys. So yeah, and again, this is another like a very enemy phase oriented setup. There's really not a good way for me to handle this. I'm thinking I can just send Imperial up the right side and then send these guys to the left. I don't really want to. I kind of want to get these guys more experience, but I feel like the game wants me to do this split. But I feel like I don't have the manpower to manage it adequately. I mean, I feel like I'll be fine. Let's see. And there are chests. And then this guy drops one chest key. And then this guy drops another chest key. Like, I like the intent of this map. Like, forcing you to split your army, or encouraging you to split your army is pretty neat. But, again, like, I have Imperial who can just kind of solo the side pretty casually. So I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to do what the game's giving to me. And we're going to just get started. Casual. Alright. So we'll do that. And then, let's see. How does Ulia do? Because he's going to take some hits. I don't think he can take 3 hits, honestly. So I think at this side I'm going to need to play a little bit more slowly, unfortunately. Rufus, I don't really, but it's like I don't really need to take these hits, so I'll take my time on this side. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, you got the Alisk Armored Merc over here. Salvage Cav. Some nice animations. Like, I think aesthetically, this game is very much on point. And I should also credit, too, that the animations are all, or not the animations, the eventing also seems like very like well manicured. Like it doesn't really like this game definitely feels like it feels like they're not like going back and fixing stuff on the aesthetic side. Like they nailed that. I know Imperial has done a lot of art for the community and is pretty well regarded sprite artist. And I'm sure they have another like couple artsy folks on the team, which I think helps with the aesthetics. So Imperial just like wiped out that side pretty easily. These low numbers though, man, I'm so not used to it. Okay, so let's see. Ulia doesn't have the bulk here, so he's gonna do this. Okay, get this guy out of the way. Yeah, I feel more comfortable. Let's see, can you... No reason to, like... no reason to pull him in just yet. Because I wanna try and avoid wasting a turn healing Rufus if I can. Okay, then you're stationary. You're gonna go this way. Gonna get started whittling this guy down. Critting with my Jagan, man, it's a little ridiculous. Imperial just feels very strong, like needlessly strong. Okay, you're gonna take a bit of a hit there, but we'll be fine. This other guy's gonna come in. So what I'm thinking is... Oh, a thief, okay. There we go, a little anti-turtle incentive, I like it. So... let's do this. So let's get the sword out. Here, right? Yeah, we could do the sword. Yeah, let's start with this. Oya can take the hit. But I think either way, like, they're both gonna take the hit. Because I want to make sure he's in position to catch up to the thief. I mean, Imperial can probably just deal with him too, do the wraparound. Okay, strength, skill, HP again. Alright, now... It's a little annoying that, like, this boss, like, you have to go, like, if you want to get the chest, you kind of have to fight the boss. Which I can very easily crit. Which I'm not thrilled about. But he doesn't have the boss tag, so I'm wondering if there's, like, something else that's going to happen when I defeat him, like some type of event. That's kind of what I'm envisioning here. Let's do the chest, an elixir. Let's just go for it. Okay, yeah, that's what I feared. I feel like with Imperial, if you want to have Halberdiers have crit, and you want him to be a Halberdier for him to, you know, do his Jagany thing, you should give him some type of lance that negates crit or doesn't allow for crit. Kind of like, you know how in Road to Ruin they have the training sword for what's her name? It's let's see, I forget her name. Oh, is it Ira? It's the swordmaster in the Road to Ruin. She has like a sword that doesn't give crit or can't crit, which makes her like reliable for chip damage, and I think that's like a pretty good way to do it with like a different class like that. Alright, we're gonna do a bit of a heal. Let's see, let's see, he can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he can wrap around me. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, he's gonna set himself up for the kill. Okay, Ulia will do this. And again, I wonder if I would be having a more difficult time on hard mode. Okay. Look at this one shot. I have to seize, right? So, Ulia's got the key. So let's do this. One shot. Rufus. Okay. Let's chill there. And then we'll trade over the chest key here. We'll let you take the chest. Another elixir. Okay, that's kind of interesting. I don't really know, like, it's not like I have that much health. I don't know why I need to get 2 elixirs. I think Vulnerary would be fine, or just like something else more immediately useful. Like, the elixirs are great, but you've introduced me to a healer that you've now taken away, and then you're giving me 2 elixirs as a reward for this map. I mean, I guess this is like a pretty simple, easy reward to get, but it just seems like a kind of an odd design choice to give the player 2 elixirs up front. Like, I can understand 1 as like an emergency, but I feel like 2 is a little like, you know, a little much. Alright, so we seized. Alright, we've taken control of the fort. Sir, over there. That's Ariel. She's dead, sir. Couldn't find any other survivors. They've all been killed. This doesn't make any sense. Ariel is a powerful sorceress. How could she be bested by such an insignificant force? Which means the mercs are either much stronger than expected, or... Oh no. Oh, we brought supplies. Hurry up and carry it. Help us carry in the goods, or else they'll be hell to pay. Where'd everyone go? Boss, look over there. One of our boys. He's dead. It appears that we've got trespassers. Find them and rip them to shreds. Damn, there's at least twice as many of them. We better get out of here quickly. We won't be able to escape at this rate. They're already blocking off our only exit. We can't handle a siege with 3 people and no food. If we want to escape with our lives, we're gonna have to carve our way through them. Alright, so that's pretty neat. I like this aspect where you kind of have like almost like 2 chapters in one. I think that's pretty cool. Let's see. Okay, so I can do that pretty easily. What does this guy have? Steel sword. This is Karav, leader of a group of sellers swords hired by an unknown employer. Okay. So I'm thinking I'm gonna send Imperial this way. Rufus, let's see, how much damage are you taking from this guy? This guy's packing 13. You've got 6. And then that's gonna be my +1, so you're taking 6 damage. And I can double this guy, so that's fine. Just gotta hope both these hit. Nice. Rufus, alright. Doubling this early just feels a little much. Taking tanks. I don't even need a vulnerary, I'm not taking much damage. I mean, I have to give up the fort to do this, but does he double? No, okay, that's fine. I think it'd be kind of cool if the boss moved too, but I understand why that isn't the case. Does the boss move? He does move, okay. I kind of wish he charged me though. Okay, now let's see. Yeah, we'll do this. And then Rufus is going to heal up. The same level for the 3rd time. Alright. Oh, he charges in. Okay. Good. I like that. Much better. Again, I should have checked to see if like this game was playable on hard mode, but I feel like most hacks kind of do their projects around normal. Okay, it gets doubled, so let's go on the pillar, heal up. I'll get Imperial ready to go. Okay, he's gonna go for him here. Where do you think you're going? You think you can just escape after causing so much trouble? Ooh, 43 hit. Big damage. Nice. Alright, little weapon triangle, little pillar. Now, Ulia. Clean, alright. Nice. Alright, that worked. This wasn't supposed to happen. Alright, so that was chapter 1, guys. Magic skill, luck res, pretty good. There, we should be fine now. Gods, who were those men? I mean, what happened with Ariel and her men? I found the note on the man who seemed to be leading this band. You are to hold the fort with a surplus of men for an indeterminate amount of time. The amount of gold enclosed should be enough to support everyone for as long as we need the fort held. Something worth noting. Something noting who sent the message aside from a strange symbol. Doesn't seem familiar. What's our plan for action, sire? Ariel's dead and we know nothing besides the fact that the group was hired to hold the fort. Ariel's likely killed by the Merc's employer. No way of force, even of this size, could have won. I see. We need to return to Father and report this incident immediately. Agreed, let's move. Alright, so that's book 1-1, Kindling. Kindling the fire. So pretty, now there's some intrigue, there's a murder on like some important regional lord, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I mean, I like the little split that's encouraged. I think Imperial's kind of busted as a unit, just like immediately, just is like super, super good. Again, it depends on like how you're balancing your game. I'm going into it like thinking that normal mode should not be like easy. I think normal mode should be normal. The fact that Imperial's taking very little damage and then you're giving us elixirs, I just feel like you're making it very easy on the player, I think, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it is less compelling, I think, from a gameplay perspective. Again, it depends on who your car audience is. For me, like, I definitely prefer a challenge. So it feels a little light there. I really like the little eventing thing with the seas, and then the real boss shows up. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's unique. I think this is nice to experiment on a small scale. I like that the boss moves when you're in range. Not really too much else to say there. Again, like, would have loved more options. Like, I see very little reason to revisit this chapter because I'm going to play it the exact same way I just played it, because they don't have other units to really experiment with. I mean, I could take it slower and like try and clear everything with Ulia and what's his name? I'm totally forgetting his name. And the Cav. But yeah, like, I don't know. Again, 3 units is just not really a lot to work with, and I feel like you could add like another unit or 2, add a couple more enemies. It could be better. That first turn, again, very enemy phase oriented, not really much reason to charge in. There's not like an immediate incentive. The thief showing up is a nice little thing, but too little too late, maybe. But again, I don't know. I feel like you could have positioned it so that a first turn attack is a bit more feasible, because I think, again, like, I would have died if I charged in, but I feel like waiting around at the edge of ranges isn't really that exciting. So those are my thoughts. Fun little chapter. That was 1-1 Kindling. Looking forward to chapter 2-1-2, which I'll see you for next time, guys. And this is Scourge of Proxima, a Fire Emblem 8 romhack by the Headband Gang, led by Z-Flare. And we're getting back to it. My name is Pandan. I'll see you next time for book 1-2 in plain sight. Until then.